Oh, so
They're pretty balanced, or they were an hour ago.
They're not balanced.
what was the problem Wolfenstein had with 2.co? What was this?
Holy crap, Frogfoot shot me out of the Huey.
He said something about it in the thread.
He's just unhappy with life and is taking it out on
No.
I got you.
Oh, I heard people spawning on me. I'm like literally 1,000 feet from fucking points. Probably not a good idea to spawn.
Dude, I don't know. I'm fucked up. Just shooting shit and running around.
Hey, nostalgia guys. Bye, nostalgia guys.
Wait a minute, the Frogfoot has a U.S. Air Force symbol on the wing.
I just ran
Never
up
mind,
the
never
jet,
mind.
and then the building's roof exploded underneath me, and I dropped down onto the MCOM.
Yep, it happened.
Like, I used a crash jet as a ramp to a roof. It's just bad.
That's Battlefield.
Yeah, I get DICE to going fun games, but they can make their games so much more fun. But they don't.
I also think it's because they don't playtest it enough. They just don't put the time into it. They don't have the time. They don't have the schedule, and they don't have, I guess, the resources.
If I had to take a guess, I think they're probably vastly under-resourced for what EA wants from them. So
Yeah, well, every single Battlefield game is vastly understaffed versus their ambition for the game. That's what makes Battlefield Battlefield, and that's vastly over-ambitious.
Well,
not even like the ambition side of it, but they just don't have. They're not playing their own game enough.
And like EA could fund a game like that, you know, like maybe DICE is just shy.
Shy?
You know,
I think they
shy. They don't
realized
want to
that
ask
putting BF3 on a console was a lot more work than they were expecting. And they probably had to switch when they switched from console to PC development. They probably fucked with their whole master plan, and they never really recovered from that. So the PC version is kind of too far.
Well, isn't it more popular than?
Yeah, it's more popular than Call of Duty right now, but.
Yeah. Well, everything is more popular on Call of Duty than PC. Like that's not really a challenge.
No, Call of Duty is actually pretty popular on PC.
Seriously?
They're looking at like 60,000 people.
Did you ever notice the sales ranking for Call of Duty on Steam whenever it releases every year?
I figured people would learn, but or maybe they just like garbage. I don't know.
Well, I think it's just there's always new people. It's sort of like how Counter-Strike keeps selling. I mean, Counter-Strike is literally the same game, rather than Call of Duty, which has minor variations of it. But it keeps selling well because there's always more people who want that sort of game.
It's a market.
Yep.
Well,
And Call of Duty is essentially the new Counter-Strike, that's all. Not hard to understand.
but
Maybe it's finally doing something.
I think Call of Duty's big thing with it was it's like the first-person shooter that like was like cool to play. Like, you know, it was Halo, but you know,
It was the first-person shooter that made $100 million. That's all that anyone really
I'd
cares
say
about.
there's a lot of factors, but a big one is once you reach a certain point, it's the snowball effect, the network effect, right?
That too.
So while
like
Halo
how-
could never really outgrow its Xbox One and Xbox 360 player base size, Call of Duty was on every platform, so it could just sell.
That's another good point.
Roadkill.
Frogfoot roadkilled me in the air. Godspeed, Hadlock, Godspeed.
How many players does a fucking helicopter have?
It's a spawn copter, so an infinite amount.
God damn it.
Has anyone figured out how many seconds it is before you get the next round of flares?
This is... no. So the match is about over.
Only 87 tickets to go.
Yeah, there's too many tickets for the number of people we're playing with.
Well, this is just so people could have a chance to fly the Frogfoot in the A10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grinding. I managed to get my gold torch kill.
It's gonna go back to squad deathmatch unless you guys make a request here pretty quick.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna leave after this. So once you understand Call of Duty in that context, it makes a lot of sense. Oh god, enemy tree spotted.
I don't know.
Snowball effect definitely has a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
I buy
but
the games.
If you want to theorize why it reached the point where it could have the snowball effect in the first place, I think it is a combination of it being the right time for the modern military man. I mean, while it is essentially Counter-Strike, and Halo did the Future Man space shooting before it, I think, 2007 was a good time for this not too futuristic independent type plot. You know?
Yeah. I met people who play COD and they say they don't like Halo because it's space. They don't want to deal with that.
And another thing that gets overlooked, but that sets it apart from other FPSs, is that it has a really well-pronounced sports theme in terms of the multiplayer. Like, there's halftime, switching sides, all that stuff, sports terminology. So I
The
think
competitive
it had
aspect.
I'm the best.
I think it had it made it easier to appeal to the Madden and FIFA and sports player bros.
That's what I was saying before when I said it was the first game that was quote-unquote cool to play.
Don't forget, it
Yeah,
shares
it's
a lot of the
part
same
of it.
qualities as Quake, where it basically endorses and encourages the player to individually advance. Even in a team sort of format, you're always progressing on your own.
Yeah, and yeah, that's good to remember. I mean, it wasn't the first game to do progression, but it was one of the first to do it as well as it did.
Yeah.
To make it very Diablo-ish, the multiplayer FPS,
That's very
To
true.
reward the
COD 4
player
had
so
the best
significantly.
unlocks and leveling up I'd ever seen before in a game.
I now have more
Yeah.
kills with the Frogfoot than I do the F-35.
They also have really good player
Godspeed,
movement,
Frogfoot.
as crazy as it is.
Well,
Yeah, it's
anyway,
fluid.
thanks for playing, guys. I'll see
The
you
Yeah, that was
fluidity,
fun.
as El
Wait, I
Presidor
can't actually
says.
quit until the level loads up, right? Shoot.
You can
Alt
Alt
F4.
F4.
Does that
Come on.
lose me my stats?
Only for this round that just now started.
Okay.
Now
well,
quitting.
We'll see you later now. Thanks.
See ya.